This week, the world's biggest online airgun show is taking a look at the amazing Night Sight NS200 unit, plus how it's revolutionised our vermin busting duties. Shooting rats, pigeons, rabbits, raccoons and any other type of vermin may look easy, but it's far from it. The main issue with these pesky blighters is they come out at night. If you flick a lamp across them, they scarper. So, the guys over at Night Sight sent us the NS200 model and asked us to see what we could do with it. Easy to put together, Mr. Harford has gone through the process with you guys time and time again. It's such a simple but effective piece of kit. The 4 infrared illuminators in the front shine into the darkness but can't be seen with the untrained eye. However, they pick up on shapes out there in the darkness, no problem. The light bounces into your scope and is picked up by the camera unit on the back. That sends a signal up to the screen on top and those beady eyes now glow in the dark, as does the outline of the animal, clear as day. It not only allows you to spot your quarry in the darkness, but gives you enough time to be able to identify the animal in question. You place your crosshairs on the quarry and squeeze the trigger. Easy as you like. Here's a look at the Night Sight NS200 and how it's aided our varminting. Way back in the early days of Team Wild, we took the NS200 up to Scotland shooting feral pigeons. Our very own Ian Harford saw the benefits of using night vision immediately as he blasted his way to a personal record of feral pigeons. Using his trusty day-state huntsman, Ian was able to pick out the pigeons in the dark without giving away his position or spooking them. From that day, the Night Sight has always been our first port of call for plinking vermin in the dark. It was also when we were out rabbiting with the Night Sight that we received a little attention from the long arm of the law. Mr. Wild was bunny busting with great effect before we were brought in for questioning. Having used the Night Sight and put it through its paces, we then took a closer look at Ian's night vision airgun setup for winter 2012.
For night vision, it's got to be the Night Sight NS200 unit. As you guys have no doubt seen, it's worked wonders so far this year for Team Wild and makes hunting at night so much easier. We've taken plenty of foxes and rabbits with the NS200, as well as peering at a deer earlier on this year. It's easy to set up, and with its brilliantly clear sight picture, this piece of kit is a must-have for anyone out hunting at night.
Myself and Wildy liked the sound of that. So, we took the Night Sight and our day-state huntsmans out to help with a pigeon problem on a building site in Nottinghamshire. In absolute darkness, the Night Sight NS200 allowed us to pick up birds we may never have seen with the lamp, let alone on our crosshairs before they could make a dash for it. With the same combo, myself and Wildy then helped out with a massive rat problem on a Derbyshire farm. The rats were crawling over the pigs as they lay in the sties, and as soon as we flashed a lamp on them, they were gone. With the NS200, we lay in waiting. With the crosshairs fixed on some of their well-worn little footpaths, we were able to pick them off one by one. Aided by a little rat bait, we managed to draw them out and take them down. The lightweight and quiet combo of the air rifle and Night Sight worked a treat picking off tiny critters and vermin in the British countryside, but it had never been tested with the big boys. So, Mr. Harford loaded up his NS200 and took it across the pond to the home of everything big, Texas. Heading out for the first time with L3 Outdoors head honcho, Joshua White, Ian showed the Texan how to fit the Night Sight to his Benjamin Rogue 357 big bore behemoth. With the NS200 being new to Josh, Ian let him squeeze off a few rounds at a target, just to see how easy it is to shoot with. The pair of them then set off into the night looking for problem pests of a slightly bigger nature. Feral hogs. The guys at L3 have always used dogs, and more often than not a knife. However, armed with the NS200 and Benjamin Rogue, they managed to stalk into a pair of hogs, remain hidden in the darkness, and take the shot. The Night Sight passed its first big test. Next up, Ian travelled across the Lone Star State to look for another bigger quarry. This time it wasn't a pest, but an animal that did need managing. Ian helped a small farm with its culling of a Sika deer, and this time using the Daystate Wolverine 303. The pair got the job done with ease, and the Sika can be easily seen in the darkness with very little ambient light. Later in the year, Ian took off on his redneck road trip around the southern states of good old US of A, and the Nightsight NS200 was one of the first bits of kit in his luggage. Armed with the NS200 and Daystate Wolverine, Ian managed to take out problem rabbits, raccoons, beavers, and more rabbits. L3's Josh White was so impressed that he got himself a night sight and made it a vital part of his hog hunting business. He used his own air rifle and night sight to good effect, tackling a good sized problem porker. Back in the UK, Ian decided to have a little fun with the night sight and set about blasting a few exploding targets for good measure. Not the most scientific of tests, but fun nonetheless. Ian has even begun using his Nightsight NS200 during the day, as seen with his Barbados Ram. And now, the Nightsight NS200 is used by Team Wild around the world for any type of airgun hunting, be it day or night. If you want a cheap, reliable and effective night vision solution for busting vermin that fits onto your current rifle and scope setup, you can't go wrong with the Nightsight NS200 on any air rifle. And now, Nightsight are extending the range and bringing out even more night vision solutions to the market. To check them out, visit nightsight.co.uk. All I can say is, look out critters of the night, Nightsight are out to get you.